All right, Shalom. I want to give all praises to Yahawah,
bahasham,
Yahawashi,
bahasham,
rawchaa,
qadash.
Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Blessings to the elect of Yahawah, which consists of the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. And blessings and salutations to you Akim out there doing this truth across the four corners of the earth. Looking forward to the downfall and destruction of Babylon, also known as America today. All right, just a real quick lesson. I was walking. And it's just funny. Like, what really caught my attention while I was walking the other day is I seen that Chuck E. Cheese dude is like doing, like, they're delivering food. You know, like you can get delivered food from them. Now I can understand Buffalo Wild Wings or some of these places who's doing free deliveries so they can, you know, kind of keep their business up due to the COVID-19 and all of that. But I should probably put my airplane mode on. I'll be all right. But so when I seen Chuck E. Cheese, and it was just like one thing after another. I seen Buffalo Wild Wings putting up a sign talking about deliveries or curbside pickup. Chuck E. Cheese, that's far-fetched to me. You go there, you take your kids there, you play games, and you eat there. Nobody take to-go plates from Chuck E. Cheese. You know what I'm saying?
Burger King doing extra Happy Meals. You know what I'm saying? Curbside pickup and shit.
And it's you know, now of course, you know, this COVID-19 is hitting. It's the thing. Like my whole amazement about the thing is how the Most High can just easily switch up whatever. You know, when he said pretty much, like, if he really wanted to come and get us, he could come and get us, but he got to be a power of his word. You know, he has to have the things play out that was written down. All right, but he did say that he would speed up the times for the elect's sake, man. All right, just like this year alone, well, we going into the fourth month, but it's been a lot going on and a lot of changes just that fast, man. But after that, I was going into the Asian market, and then boom, right at the door, they like, let me check your temperature. They had like a temperature gun and stuff, and after that, I got on the city bus, and they got you going through the back door, and they ain't charging because they about to minimize their bus routes. You know, basically on the weekends they do less routes, most of them. So they're going to do that throughout the whole week, and that's going to affect the ones who's still working, because you might have to, you know, catch an earlier bus, be at work 30 to 45 minutes earlier or an hour, or wait that long till you got to leave work, you know. And I was just thinking about all this, but what kept on, as I was seeing this, it just, I was thinking about the gates being shut, you know, the grinding being low, because that's exactly what's going on. You got all these people looking forward to the stimulus checks and all of that. You know, I ain't gonna mind, I can use that too. But at the end of the day, if it comes, it comes, and if it doesn't, it doesn't. You know, I know it got approved and everything, but who's to say how long the process is going to be? You know, they talking about they want to try to get them out the first week of April. Well, who's to say that you're going to get yours the first week, the third week, or is it going to take till the month after? Or is they going to say they started sending out checks and this happened and that happened, and then they're going to resort to the chip? That's, you know, they can, hey, the devil know that he got a short time, man. But enough of me. Yeah, we're going to get into these scriptures. You know, Lord willing, you Akim are edified.
Yeah, so this is Ecclesiastes 12, starting at the first verse. Remember now the Creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not, nor the years draw nigh, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them.
Yeah, like, you know, and it reminds me of this time. Like, you really don't have time to pick and choose when you're going to serve the Lord, man. You know, I think about the one who's like, oh, I got to go bury the dead, oh, this and that. Or man, the Lord give you that option to serve him, you know, you better get to serving him, you
know. While the sun or the light or the moon or the stars be not darkened, nor the clouds return after the rain.
Yeah, while you still able to seek him, while you're still able to get the knowledge, wisdom, understanding, like it said in the previous verse, why the evil days come not, you know, because things are being shaken up, but it ain't hit, how it's going to hit. The Lord said it's going to be a time like never before, right? There's a lot more to come in a sense, and by that I just basically mean by Jacob's trouble, a lot more, like we got a few more major prophecies, but you still got race riots. It's going to be out there. I feel like when the whole country is locked down, that's when a lot is going to happen, because you're going to have multiple people in multiple states, just like you got the cats up in New Jersey talking about F that, we ain't going in the house, this our hood, blah blah blah. They just ordered, what was it, like 100, I'm not 100, I think it might have said 1,000 or 1 million, something about some army reserves, man. All right, so what do you think they're going to do with them? They're going to be helping out, keeping people contained, man.
Yeah. Keeping
people in order. Just like you see in the movies. It always reminds me of that movie, what's that movie? The Crazies. All right? They didn't have the regular officer. Hell, there was an officer on the run, I believe. Trying to survive in there.
Yeah.
All right? But they had the army troops, the ones going door to door and house to house and all of that, rounding people up, man. They don't have regular officers sitting at the checkpoints. They have armies, all right? The people who's of the military, man, military personnel, because they train for war, not more so the people in reserves, but they're gonna have to have some type of training, because it's not like they could just, they train to shoot, I can tell you that much.
Yeah.
But
also in Outbreak, when they was in that little small town, they had the army blocking it off, and when people tried to escape, what they do? They shot them down.
Yep. So in the helicopters.
Yeah.
In the helicopters, because you're gonna have these people who think that they hard, or because they got guns too, and they gonna try them. And I'm pretty sure they're going to be trained not to back down, man. All right? You representing the country's military. You can't back down. You know what I'm saying? In a sense. Go ahead,
This verse 3. In the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease, because they are few.
And that's because there are a few. Now they only got essential workers working. All right? Only the essential workers are working. We got to send y'all this check and that check and that. But like one of the brothers was saying, this brother right here, actually, these landlords, they still want their money.
Yeah.
I don't care if you ain't worked in a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, whatever this COVID-19 is doing to you. I need my money. All right? You got people talking about rent strikes all over the states. It's looking like, know.
And this is just April.
Wait
till when May comes, and that's 2 months. Okay, 2 months, I can kind of overlook that. It's just 2 months. But when this thing doesn't get better, and it goes into 3 months and 4 months, that's when action is going to get taken. Something's going to have to be done. One way or the other. Either you're going to have to make a payment to these people, or they're going to kick you out, or it's going to be, like you said, a rent strike. It's gonna be some action to come with that.
What Jake gonna do when you can't afford the own house that you're in? You're gonna have to go bunker up with somebody. And look at that. That's easy pickings. We got all y'all in one spot. You know what I'm saying?
That's inviting the coronavirus as well.
That, as well as causing what does the scripture say? Set a man at variance. Stepmother against stepdaughter and stepfather and so on and so forth, because people already can't get along. All right? And it ain't like if you get put out, you can go rent somebody who got a truck to move all your stuff. You're going to have to leave it there. All right? They mess around, change the locks on you, so you didn't got all that. It's so much stuff that can happen, man. So, like, that's why it's like, it's just, man, that keeps hitting me, just the snap of a finger, man. It's like the Most High was just like, go ahead, do this, send these angels, blah, 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 blah. That's how the Lord can move, man. It really put me in a state of, like, more respect, you know what I'm saying? more reverence because it's like the Lord really can do what he want to do.
God.
And you definitely want to be on his side when he shows up, when he sends his son back, man. All right? Go ahead, Doc.
It says, and the grinders cease because they are few, and those that look out the windows be darkened.
Yeah, that remind me of a quarantine. Like, you sitting in the house, you looking out the window. No, like, when I was reading, I said, this sounds like a whole quarantine. You in your house. You know? Go ahead.
And the doors shall be shut in the streets when the sound of the grinding is low.
Mm-hmm.
And he shall rise up at the voice of the bird, and all the daughters of music shall be brought low.
Yep, yeah, and that's all I wanted, right there. Because when I was reading, I said, dang, because you look at it, like, people are joking about these things, but you can only last for so long in your house. Why you think everybody always on the go? Why you think it's spreading so much? Because everybody's always on the go.
Yeah.
If everybody was so serious about it, they would have, they wouldn't be moving as much. Now, I will say, a lot of people are, they're not working, so they're not really out and about because traffic, a lot of the arguments saying that traffic hours ain't even traffic hours no more. There really ain't no traffic like it used to be. I know here, 4:30 to about 6, that's, I'd say about 3:45, 4 o'clock. Yeah,
4 o'clock.
Yeah, 4 o'clock really, definitely. 4 o'clock to 6 o'clock, you don't want to touch the interstate, trust me. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be in the, man.
The main streets, Dodge Street, which is the main street here in Omaha, and all the main veins, 72nd, 90th, 84th, those streets are normally packed, but not now, And at night, there's almost nobody out.
Yep.
I talked to this chick, she used to work at my job. She worked at another job. She said, I'm staying in the house. She working from home. She said, I'm not coming up till this stuff is over with.
Shit, that's how it is, That's exactly how it is. And it's all because the Heavenly Father spoke. His word doesn't go out void, man. The scriptures say none of these shall fail. Like, you can really read 2nd Ezra 15 and 16 now and be like, yo. Like, we've been reading it for years,
But you can read it like it's the
updated news.
Like it's the Washington Post.
Man.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, call on Bahasham Yahawashi, man. Because this thing is, I heard a few brothers mentioning that, I think it might be the Secretary of State, Mike Pompeo or something like that. But he said that, and I just looked it up, and he did quote that this is a live exercise. So this could happen, and then things can go back for a little bit, and then they just boom hit you with the real deal, man.
Yeah, Trump did say that he wants everything to go back normal by Easter, but say things do, go back quote normal.
Yeah.
But then the outbreak breaks out again.
Yep.
It's gonna be even worse that time. Because everybody's gonna be exposed. Everybody's gonna stop taking all those precautions.
And
It's just gonna make it double the worse.
Yep. They gonna think, hey, so when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction shall come upon you. That'll be, hey, the scriptures is definitely speaking right now. Like one of the brothers in Chicago said, they singing. Because it's a beautiful melody, man, to see them come to life. But with that, hey, all praises to Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi, bahasham, qadash. Double honors to the apostle and elders of Great Millstone. Blessings to the elect of Yahawah, which consists of the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Blessings and salutations to all you men out there enduring this truth and sincerity, as well as you women and children that follow. Shalom.
Shalom.